Oh,
In a world where trust is hard to find, Solana ID brings you peace of mind. Your digital life secure and free, a place where privacy meets integrity. Oh. In a world where shadows used to reign, Solana ID brings clarity again. Your digital self in control, the privacy that you were on a roll. Oh, with Solana ID you were in control. From the blockchain to the web we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your soul ID your reputation grows. Let's go once more. With Solana ID in control. From the blockchain to the web we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your soul ID as your reputation grow. In a world where trust is hard to find, Solana ID brings you peace of mind. Your digital life secure and free, a place where privacy meets integrity. Oh. In a world where shadows used to reign, Solana ID brings clarity again. Your digital self in control, the privacy that you were on a roll. Oh. With Solana ID you were in control. From the blockchain to the web we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your soul ID your reputation grows. Let's go once more. With Solana ID you were in control. From the blockchain to the web we know. Reputation grow. In a world where trust is hard to find, Solana ID brings you peace of mind. Your digital life secure and free, a place where privacy meets integrity. Oh. In a world where shadows used to reign, Solana ID brings clarity again. Your digital self in control, the privacy that you were on a roll. Oh, with Solana ID you were in control. From the blockchain to the web we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your soul ID your reputation grows. Let's go once more. Solana ID you were in control. From the blockchain to the web we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your soul ID as your reputation grow. In a world where trust is hard to find, Solana ID brings you peace of mind. Your digital life secure and free, a place where privacy meets integrity. Oh. In a world where shadows used to reign, Solana ID brings clarity again. Your digital self in control, the privacy that you were on a roll. Oh. With Solana ID you were in control. From the blockchain to the web we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your soul ID your reputation grows. Let's go once more. With Solana ID you were in control. From the blockchain to the web we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your soul ID as your reputation.
GM, and welcome to Solid Talk number 59. One more Solid Talk, and we're at number 60, ladies and gentlemen. Number 60. Next week is going to be the 60th week of solid streaming, guys. And my fucking camera is not working. I hate this. Like, I bought this iPhone to use the camera, and every second day it just doesn't work. So, and I don't know why it works sometimes and why it doesn't work sometimes. So, it is what it is. We don't give a shit because we're here anyways, and you guys can see me, you can hear me, so that's great. So, welcome everyone. Welcome, Pierre. Thanks for joining and
GM.
co-hosting with me. GM. We have Chillis.
GM.
We have Fudelpinger. We have Cyber. We have Snowtoshi. We have Lucisilio. Thanks for reposting the live stream, guys. Keep doing it. That is a great idea. Giannis says something. Welcome to the live stream. I think he reposted the live stream. GM, my friend. GM 1000 Us and Jacqueline Ann is here as well. And Som, of course, is also in the chat. Drop a GM if you're in the live stream right now. Say hello to the Solidians and to your special hosts, me and Pierre. Pierre, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just a little bit tired because it's pretty late in the evening here in the Philippines, but
I know.
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome. Are you
Trying to
back
keep
live?
up the energy. Yes, I'm finally back to life. I'm still not fully there, but hopefully next week.
Awesome. The good news is you're not alone because actually my throat hurts. So
Oh shit!
let's see.
Again. So I have a curse on my gut, and you have a curse on your
What's happening?
whatever.
Ah.
What is happening?
No, sorry, I just lost you for a second.
Okay. I said I have a curse on my gut, and you have a curse on your throat, and get a flu every 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I did this when I was in Singapore. Was it Singapore? I guess so. When I was in Singapore, I did this gene test, Pierre. They took a swab from somewhere in my face, I think in my nose or some shit, like a COVID test.
Okay.
And it was for free. It was part of an event actually, part of a Kudis event. So shout out to Kudis. Whenever I go to Kudis events, they have some weird DNA test. Or last time we did what was that? I forgot. We did some blood tests. Like they literally took my blood at the side event, and now they took my.
You know what they did with that?
Well, they analyzed it. They put it in a blood bank or somewhere.
Okay.
But fun fact. So I did that gene test, right? So it's a DNA test basically. And
you're half French.
Exactly.
What? No.
Who told you that?
Is it true? I just said shit.
Yeah, 55% French. How did you even know that?
I swear, I just said shit. I was really literally making that up. I was like, okay, you're half French now.
Oh, you took it away from me. I wanted to be funny and say that, and you're like, oh, you're 50% French. I'm literally 55% French.
Okay, I'm sorry that I dropped it for you. I literally just said shit. I didn't know.
Okay, so I'm 55% French, and I'm 39.4% Hungarian and 4.6% English, British. So that is my.
How much Hungarian is in there?
Like 40. I'm almost half
40.
Hungarian, half French. Yeah.
That explains a lot. I mean, the French, I don't know, but the Hungarian is like Balkans, no? It's also part of the Balkans, isn't it? Yeah.
Ungarn, it's more like Eastern Europe. I wouldn't say Balkans, I think.
Okay, so maybe it's like fake Balkans.
Yeah.
Then. I don't know. I don't want to offend anyone who's from there.
It is my ancestral history, which is encrypted in my DNA, and based on the results, this is where I'm from. At least my ancestors. So my roots are definitely European. I can confirm that. But yeah, there's like some really interesting stats in there that I learned about myself. For example, that I'm lactose intolerant, but I actually knew that already. But yeah, it's like a huge. I spent like half an hour reading everything. It's actually quite interesting. When you get the chance to do something like this, you should do it.
Well, how much is that if you do it on your own? Like if Kudis is not paying for it?
$150, $200.
Oh, no, okay, that's not bad. I was thinking it's more expensive because you get quite a lot of data, no?
The question is how accurate is it, and I don't know about that. But I guess it is fairly accurate. So, anyways, just like some fun facts. But the actual elephant in the room, the most important topic is that she said yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not engaged, but Pierre is. Pierre is engaged. Actually, to a woman. And I think it's okay to say that here,
Are we
Pierre.
also
Let's
kind of
not speculate.
engaged? Because I
We're
also
kind of
said
engaged
yes
as
to
well.
you.
Yeah, but I mean, I never went down on a knee or some shit. You actually did that last
I mean,
night.
you can. I never said no.
Bro, it's over.
I would say yes again if you ask me on your knees if I want to be your co-founder.
The train has left the station, bro. But yeah, drop a congrats, drop a congrats or W in the chat, guys, if you want to congratulate Pierre for his new relationship status, which is an upgrade. It's an upgrade from
Bullish.
single. It was in a relationship, and now it is engaged. And then there's one more.
No. I was single, relationship, single, again,
Right,
relationship.
Bit volatile.
It's a roller coaster. It's like the charts.
Exactly, it's like the chart. So now you're engaged, and then you're not engaged, and then you're engaged again, and then no, I'm just kidding.
Hopefully that just skip that part.
Yeah, skip that part. You should ask this question only once. So
yeah,
congrats. I mean, obviously I already said congrats, but also again from me, congratulations to your newfound status, which is now a fiance.
Thank you.
Fiance, my friend.
It was Thank you. It was actually like a movie. I can show you next week. I mean, you and maybe I share something in the next Solid Talk stream. I don't know if that's appropriate, but
on Twitter, totally appropriate.
I mean, we both have girlfriends who like to be princesses sometimes, you know how it is. And so I had to think about something very special, you know, like, okay, what can we do? What is possible here on the island? And I think I pretty much made the best out of the resources that I had. And if you see the pictures, you know what I mean. Because we had like the whole day was like everything was structured and planned. Luckily I did that before I got sick, so I could chill this week, and I organized everything last week. But it was really nice, and everything went like the schedule was planned also. And luckily it wasn't raining because it was outside at the beach with a really nice setup. And then I had a part of her family there, and part of my brother was there, and my sister-in-law. They were hiding around the corner until I asked the question, and then they came out, and yeah, it's really nice. It was really nice.
That's so cute. So basically, how you envision it in a movie, right at the beach on an island, and you guys literally live there, which is kind of a fun fact. But still, not everyone has the chance to do this special moment in such a nice environment. Sometimes it just doesn't work, you know, which is fine if you can't do it there. I think the important thing is that the two people, the involved people, like then the surrounding is second priority, right? But if you can optimize for it, it's really lucky, and you can be really lucky, not just because you have a beautiful and valuable girlfriend, but also because of the what you were able to do, the time and place as well right now. I think everything is, you know, pretty solid.
Absolutely. It couldn't have been better.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. We're happy that it went well and that she said yes and nothing else. There's always a risk involved when you do that. So as a man, and I think majority of our listeners right now are probably male because we're on crypto Twitter. It's one of the most exciting and nerve-wracking moments in your life, really, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Absolutely. Yeah.
You were nervous, right?
I was pounding. Before I was super chill, to be honest. I was like, I have my plan, everything is fine, it's going like it should be. And then we had dinner, right? And then during dinner, I mean, I didn't really have dinner. I was eating some rice congee. That's how we call it here. It's basically like rice porridge with a little bit of chicken, because that's all I can eat right now. If I eat anything else, then you don't want to know. Disclose information. So she was having a nice set menu, and I was watching her eating the fancy dinner, and I was just eating my rice porridge. But then until the moment came, and I was like, wait, what did I want to say, and how do I initiate it now? And then I just improvised it, and my heart was shaking. I was shaking, and my heart was pounding. But I mean, it went perfect. It was good. She said yes, so all done.
I think it's crazy because like this is the person we spend the most time with. Really, like every single day we see that person for sometimes years before we do that, before we ask that question. So there's a very
Yeah.
intimate relationship on various levels and a lot of trust and a lot of, like it can't be more than that, right? Really. But still,
Mm.
you get nervous for some reasons in that moment. Like you're like, it's like all your life is online right now, right? But you're
Yeah.
not, you're not in danger. You're not gonna die. Nothing's gonna happen. And still, somehow they manage. So yeah, chapeau to the women out there. I don't know how you guys do it, but for some reason, you have a lot of control over the men on this globe.
And Snotoshi says, "Good that I did it while the token price is low, so you know it is true love." Sure, but I had her before the token, so I cannot really say she only likes me because of the token.
Right, right, right. Well, it helps. It helps definitely.
I
It
don't
does
know. Is
help.
that is that crypto risk? You go to a girl and then you say, "Ah, you see that? You see
Here's my
that?
token chart.
It's my own currency. I have my own currency.
Actually, it's kind of a crazy
I'm
fact.
basically Trump.
Not
I
gonna
have the
lie.
same power.
I can technically print money out of thin air. That's what we do in this space.
Whoever is
But
single
yeah,
here, maybe try that.
just launch a token.
Create a
Yeah.
token and then go to a girl.
Get a
and
tattoo.
approach her.
Yeah, just make sure that you have a plan for the token because otherwise it's going to go south. But that's going to be part of today's agenda, ladies and gentlemen. To pivot into the next section of today's Solid Talk, we're going to talk a little bit about Solami. We're going to talk a little bit about the markets. We take a look at the charts because that's what we do when we get together on a Saturday afternoon, evening, morning, or wherever the fuck you are. And today, we're also going to talk a little bit about the bigger vision. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and I'm going to talk a little bit about the why. Why the fuck are we so bullish on Solana? Why are we still solid after building and chewing glass for a year? We've been chewing more glass before, honestly. Like things are getting better since we have a proper product and a really great community. And, we did some heavy lifting, but there's so much more heavy lifting to do. And we're still here. Why the fuck? So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. And I'm just going to loop you in as a community into my thought process, how I think about Solana ID and why I'm so bullish on it. And I won't be able to put it in words fully, but I prepared a few slides to help me guide through that process. So we're going to do that in the middle of today's stream after we did some giveaways, as we do as well. There's going to be another giveaway that we're going to do as well today. And then we also talk about some pips, some perks in progress. I have at least 3 perks in progress that we're working on that I can give some new updates on. And they're going to be dropping, guys. They're going to be, we have so many. I looked at our CRM right now, basically, where we track all the conversations we're having. And it's like a traffic jam of perks that are, trying to be finalized. And then here's something missing. And there's one more person that needs to give the green light and so on. But as soon as a few more days, maximum weeks pass, there's going to be a fucking rainfall of perks coming down on you. So get ready for that. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some further perks in progress. And we're also going to talk about the Karma Season 1 finale. Without giving too many details, I will just drop a few thoughts on the Karma Season 1 because I know you guys want to know that. And then we're going to wrap it up as well with the participation NFT, because if you attend these Solid Talks with us, you get a unique NFT that has been handcrafted by an artist who literally sat down with his iPad yesterday or 2 days ago and crafted a unique artwork. He invested his own personal time into this unique artwork that you can get today only from showing up to today's live stream. Pretty crazy if you think about it, how much effort we put into every single Solid Talk that goes live here, guys. And we appreciate that you appreciate it by showing up, because we have 3,000 people in the live stream, which is great. We haven't even started yet. Pierre, shall we begin?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Okay, then let me pull up my chart and let's start with taking a look at Solami. Do you mind sharing my screen?
I share your screen.
Yeah, just click the button. Oh,
I cannot see your screen.
Yeah, give me a second. Okay, let's talk about Solana. $185.69. Beautiful. We had $185, which is quite low, guys. We're quite low when it comes to Solana price compared to the overall average of this year. It is the 18th of October today, and we're trading definitely below the recent highs. We've seen one high this year, which was in January at $300, guys. And since then, we've been going down. But actually, this structure here doesn't look bearish at all. Why does it not look bearish? Because we are definitely making higher lows on this way up here, higher lows, as you can see, higher lows. We've been diving under this trend line of the 350 moving average here, dive under it a little bit, and then we recovered back up, and now we're retesting it again. And we've been over that trend line for quite a while in the last push to the upside. And if we see one more push, guys, in this market, if we see one more push, it will be grand. So let's see if we can make it. And
music to my ear.
To mine as well, my friend, to mine as well. But we need to look at the short term a little bit to understand what the fuck is happening right now, because the market is so choppy and you literally can't do anything. You don't know if you should buy, if you should sell. Is it going to go down? Is it going to go up? I have no fucking clue. But what I can tell you is that we've been touching this yellow trend line really accurately here. Once again, we touched it here just 2 days ago, 2 days ago. We attempted to make another low. It was actually yesterday on Friday. And we did kind of a double bottom here, right? Between the tariff low, the Black Friday, as I call it, and the yesterday's low, basically. But again, the low was higher than the Black Friday low, just a nudge, which matches the trend line, right? So basically, we're respecting the trend line right now. And if we look in the 4-hour time frame here at the chart as well, we can see that the pullback still respects my wave 2 target of this structure, though there's a new wave 1 here that has been formed. And now the wave 2 is quite deep in support, actually almost too deep, but it still respects the 4-hour candle closed right at the 0.886 fib level here, which is kind of the last resort for wave 2. So we respected that. If the market was just bleeding right now, there's so much uncertainty, so we see deep pullbacks. But as long as we don't break down, the uptrend stays alive, and we didn't break down. What we did is we retested that one. Also, the broader, this is the big green box here. This support zone is also being respected right now. We're almost, yeah, actually, I think the 4-hour candles, at least, they don't close below the 0.786 fib level in this green wave 2 here as well. And right now, I'm waiting for this wave 3 in green to the upside, which consists of a few smaller substructures here. And if you're interested in understanding what's happening next, then this might be interesting for you right now, because this is how I make sense of the current situation. I'm tracking since the low 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside, basically the subwaves of this wave 1, and then a wave 2 to the downside as an A, B, C. That is very textbook-like, you know, an A to the downside, recovery to the upside, and then one more final push. Now that flush here brings us all the way down. Now everyone is scared, and the market is kind of in, you know, consolidation. No one knows what's happening. But we made a push to the upside, not impulsive, probably wave 1. And now we might be in a wave 2 to the downside to then engage in another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenario here to the upside. That would be the playbook right now. So if the price keeps dipping, that is okay until we're holding around $180, right? If we're breaking below $180 significantly, then I think we retest the double bottom. And if we retest the double bottom, chances are actually high that we might break below it. So the worst case scenario is that we're losing support around $180 and we break down. My primary scenario right now, which I, not only because I like it, also because I think the chances are actually higher, is that the uptrend continues to the upside. And then we will kind of engage in this larger waves here that will bring us to above $250, probably some retrace, and then we want to complete this whole wave 4, wave 3 here in yellow that basically started in 22nd of June, right? So since then, we're trying to form this upside here, and we're making higher highs and lower lows, higher lows. Sorry. So we just need to complete this third wave to the upside, and that is a $300 plus wave. Okay, so that can bring us in this next push. Is it going to happen in November? Well, it could. You know why, Pierre? Because November is historically the greenest month ever. Historically. Is it going to be the same in 2025? I don't know. In 2018 was the only year where it was different. It was October was down, November was even more down. Could it be? I don't know. It would be crazy. If we go even more down, like right now, market is already pretty dead, honestly. The only problem is that fucking USA is pretty wild right now. Can you believe the government is still shut down since 3 weeks?
Still? Okay,
Yeah.
still crazy. I didn't know. I was
They have
thinking
like
it's back.
thousands of workers that can't work because they don't have budget for them. So there's a lot of shit going on there. So yeah, and then Trump, there's so many signals right now. Just enable your notifications on Truth Social for Trump account. That's better than any trading view notifications because as soon as this guy tweets something, usually shit goes down or up. So we are unfortunately in his hands right now. But that's all kind of short-term noise. I think right now the global liquidity in the world retraced a little bit since August, but it's in a very sharp uptrend. I think it's going to pick up again. Interest rates are being cut. We don't talk about this anymore, but there's more rate cuts coming this month. There's more rate cuts coming in November and December. We're going to close the year off with lower interest rates and more capital that is interested in seeking yield because interest rates are low, and that capital will flow into risk assets, and risk assets can be crypto. So I think we're going up in November, December, or January. The question is just when, not if. With that being said, let's take a quick glance at what's happening with Solid. It is the good news is that, and I'm really happy actually about that, that we're just holding. We're holding our place, and you guys know why the fuck we're holding our place, because Solana ID has a lot of supply control. The token is circulating, a lot of the supply is circulating more than 30%. Not sure how accurate this is here. Where does it say the circulating supply? 115. This is 14% based on not verified project circulating supply. It is the self-reported supply from the TGE. By now, we are well above 30 to 40% circulating supply, but the supply that is circulating has a lot of control by Solana ID team, and I'm bullish on that because we are bullish on the company. If you haven't understood yet that we're not here to rock anyone, then I don't know what you're doing. But I think we're one of the most credible teams on Solana, or there's a lot of credible teams on Solana, but we're part of them. And if we have supply control, that means a lot of the circulating supply is actually in the hands of Solana ID team, in the marketing allocation, team allocation, treasury allocation, and so on. That also means that the token can't dump further. Like there's a really clear floor defined in our price chart here, and that floor hasn't been broken. Even when the market dumps like shit on some of these big dumps here, even then we're retracing only like a few percent while Solana makes a big dump, right? Why is that? Because yes, altcoins are volatile, but if the circulating supply is not in too many traders' hands, then token can't dump that much, right? So that's good. That means also that we can have potential of upside. There is no financial advice and no clear signal, but we're going to talk a little bit about some of the catalysts that can bring this token price up again once we start to talk about my little pitch that I brought to you guys today. Before we do, Pierre, shall we do a giveaway?
Yes, I'm also very excited to see the pitch because I'm not sure what you're going to pitch us today.
It's not that crazy. And I mean, it is crazy. The content is crazy, but the amount of effort I put into the pitch deck is not crazy. It's just a few words on some slides. It's not about the deck. It's about
some visualization for your words.
Yeah, it's not even. It's just words on a screen. But before we do, let's do a giveaway. If you're new to this live stream, we do giveaways, at least one per live stream. And how it works is very simple. You have to comment a word that we display on screen. And the word you have to comment right now is Solidian. So you need to drop Solidian in the comment section. SOLIDIAN. That was difficult. It was the biggest lift I did today after my back workout. Drop Solidian in the comment section. Make sure to follow Solana ID on X and retweet the live stream. And then you have a ticket for the raffle to win 1,500 Solid, which could be worth $1,500 if Solid reaches $1. Again, no financial advice. I have no idea. But that is my price target. I don't know about you. I don't give a shit. I have mine. Now, Solidian in the comment section if you want a ticket to the raffle. Solidian in the comments. I see some Solidians flying in here. Bullish on the Solidian army. Bullish on people who want to win free money. It's not difficult, guys. You just have to comment Solidian, retweet the live stream, and follow Solana on X, and you are qualified. If we find that you didn't repost after you won, you're disqualified. So make sure to retweet the live stream. Now, we have some Solidians in the comment section. Pierre, I need your help to select the winner.
Yes, let me head over to the stream on Twitter to make sure I'm getting all of the comments.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. I'm going to give you a countdown. I see more Solidians flying in, which is technically not allowed, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's just
Because
not. Twitter is rugging me.
Then you might have to use StreamYard.
Yes, I guess so. Okay,
Alright.
then let's use StreamYard.
Yeah, sorry for everyone who might not be shown in StreamYard. It is because of a StreamYard bug, but most of you are in here. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Stop.
We
Ta-da!
have iolos.base.eth. Why
Awesome.
not the
Congrats.
.sol? Iolos. Why?
If you wanna win 1,500 solid for real, then head over to sns.id and get your .sol domain. Maybe you have already one. Anyway, we don't want to shit on .eth or .base people. Welcome to Solana, and thank you so much for participating in this giveaway. You're getting 1,500 solid tokens. We're going to send it to your public key if you provide your public key to the Solana ID main account on Twitter. You can also send it to CyberBroda, which is our legendary community expert who is really managing all the Solidians. CyberBroda on X, you can find him as well, and he'll make sure that we will sort out your win. So yeah, big congrats to Iolos. Lol, I win. Yes, sir, you won. Congrats, man. Good job. Welcome and GG. All right, Pierre. What now?
Simon, show us your slides. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Oh my
I
god.
want to see them. I can see it in the comments. Everyone wants to see the slides.
I know. You remember when we were all Solidian on our handle name? Actually, true. I think we had a time because of Zili.
There was a time, and there may be a time again in a very near future, but it's very unpredictable. Unfortunately.
Very unpredictable. It is not in our hands right now. We're working on something. We're working on a new platform that is going to replace Zili campaigns for Sanity, but it is significantly more work than we thought it is. Let's see what we can. I think we can make it this year, but we'll try. Pierre, click the button.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
So, guys,
what's happening? Why is it not happening? Is it happening? Now it is happening. It's happening.
Let's talk about Solana ID. Why? Because you had solid talk, and you are joined by the two co-founders of the protocol. And
hello.
I don't think there's anyone out there that is more in the depths, in the weeds when it comes to ID than us, because we've been giving birth to this baby, and we wouldn't be here without the great people we work with and without the community that is behind us. But at the end of the day, the two of us, me and Pierre, are the ones that are calling the shots and pushing this baby to be a grown-up. And that's going to happen, guys. We're in the process, because I'm very bullish on Solidity and the future of the protocol, because we're building the world's new attention layer. Attention economy has been a term that has been thrown around for some time now, and it has been abused as well at times. But what it really means is that attention is the biggest value asset right now, I think, in the internet, because everyone is fighting for it. Everyone is fighting for your attention, not just in crypto Twitter. Attention is literally the currency for the whole advertisement industry in Web 2. And guess what's the most profitable and largest industry in the whole internet? Well, it is advertising, and it's literally a battle for
Porn.
attention. It is. I don't know if it's,
It's
porn.
literally porn, and then it's
Is it?
advertisements. Yeah, porn.
No.
I think
Yeah,
70% of the whole internet traffic is porn related. Some sort
Really?
of erotic content. Yeah, it's crazy. Have you not seen the stuff with OpenAI and like a strategy shift towards more
Porn?
age restricted contents also?
Oh wow, I haven't. Maybe you should consider that. If we're building the new attention layer,
porn?
maybe we should put some of our perks on porn sites. Anyway, that was not where I was going. I was going to say that getting eyeballs on content is what everyone is fighting for, right? And Solidity is rethinking this whole shit a little bit. We think that Solana blockchain, our home, will capture most of the global value transfer. When I say value transfer, I don't just mean monetary transactions and financial transactions. I mean most global value transfer. Whenever value is transferred for financial markets, sure, but also for e-commerce, for social media apps, basically for every fucking single vertical that we have in the internet, I think Solana will capture most of global value transfer, because Solana is the internet native ledger that allows us to transfer value immutable, cheap, fast, on a global scale without any single person having control over the network, which is exactly what the internet needed. It was almost like the missing piece of what we created. Not we, but these people that created the internet back in the 2000s and late 90s. Now, it took 20 years to get here, but what is 20 years even, right? It's not even that much. So the internet is still young, and Solana is super young, but it is now part of the internet, and it's going to capture most of global value transfer. In the next 50 years, it's going to be insane what Solana will do in this world. That is why we have price targets of $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 on Solana of some of the experts in the field, because they believe in that vision, and they don't say it's going to happen in the next 2 years. No, but in the next 50 years, it's going to be fucking wild. Now, on Solana right now, we don't have core primitives for targeted marketing. It doesn't really exist. Identity is kind of a very unexplored niche of the Solana ecosystem. I think if you, by now, it became reality, what I was thinking about when we started the rebranding. When you hear identity in Solana, it's not really difficult, but you're thinking about Solana ID, right? And the good thing is that we're not only capable of building identity tech and reputation tech. No, we're tying it into the world's largest industry, which is advertisement, by rethinking how advertisement and attention economy really works. So it's really beautiful how we are able to, find a niche on Solana that no one else is in, because we're not building another DeFi protocol, while also doubling down on one of the world's largest industries overall, right? It's a really interesting niche we're in with Solana ID, and we're solving the on-chain identity problem, and we're also coming with something new, which is the perk tech stack, as I call it, because we're not an ad tech company, we're a perk tech company, because we are also rethinking how advertisements inherently work in the internet, because we're trying to put value again in the hands of the people to get their attention, and not some scammy, annoying, low value, whatever the fuck Google Ads is doing these days. It doesn't really work anymore, and we can see it in the metrics. I'm pretty sure that all the metrics that you track as a marketer probably went down over the past decade or something on average, because it gets harder and harder to capture attention of the people with these low quality advertisement displays. And think about it, be honest, ads, like the word ad, doesn't really have a very good connotation to you. But I think it should, because it can be something good. We can't use that word anymore because they ruined it. So we just create a new one, which is perks. So we're building perk tech on Solana. And the Solana ID display network sits in the core of it. It is live now. It is monetizing attention already across the apps via perk-based ad formats. Perk-based ad formats is kind of my way to put the two together without having to explain what perks are. The display network is live, and it is huge. Not yet, but it is growing. So Incinerator is live. SagaDAO is live. Step Finance is in the making. Drip is still on the making as well. Those are some of the next potentials we integrate with. Besides Sagadao and So Incinerator, we already have smaller apps like Cherry.Funds, Crawley, and LootGo, who are also integrated the display network. And that's so important for us because the display network is our reach, right? We want to capture attention on Solana. And by doing so, we need a big network where we can reach people. And when we first thought about how the fuck can we do that, the best way to do that, and also to build a strategic advantage in the market, because no one else will be able to do that after us, is by partnering with a lot of these high traffic apps, which is fucking difficult, but we're still doing it. Partnering with them and telling them why it's good to integrate display network or be part of the display network. And then we have a network of reach that we created for ourselves. We combine it with a new way of ad screens, which is perk frames that actually, when you see perk frames on Solana, you won't feel, oh, damn, I don't want this fucking spam. No, you will feel, hell yeah, it's a perk. You're going to be happy because most of the time, these perks will be interesting for you because they're targeted and they have value. They're not just fucking spammy ads. They have actually value. They can be they can be worth hundreds of dollars in airdrops, in points, in discounts. They always have a value. Where does this value come from? We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just telling the companies that they should allocate some of their marketing budget in acquiring their users, which is customer acquisition costs. Nothing new, right? But we're doing it in a way that it's not shilled on Zeely, on Galaxy, where you have to basically give every single person your customer acquisition cost, and you don't know really who you're acquiring. And that led to the problem that a lot of it was just noise. With us, it's the opposite. It's the reverse Galaxy, reverse Zeely, where we actually make sure that the money that you're spending on user acquisition gets to users that are potentially going to be a power user of your app, right? So you as a consumer, you want to be in tier 1, you want to be in tier 2, you want to prove that you have some reputation on chain, that it's worth spending money on, it's worth spending money for your attention because you're active on chain. If you have that status with Solana ID, and you get it only by signing up to Solana ID, by the way, if you have that status in the Solana ID ecosystem, you're going to get a lot of perks in the future. I think 2026 is going to be a very good year for everyone who has a Solana ID. Now, next up is the Solana ID portal. It's our next big launch, and we're in the last bit of developing it. Almost everything is ready. We're checking it every week to make some revisions, and it will be, you already know it if you're part of this ecosystem and this company for a while, but it will help us to fast track next revenue milestones. I'm not going to talk about the portal. We did that in the past. We're going to do it again, but I'm going to talk about the revenue targets and the potential we have. It's very easy for us to make $10,000 per month. We're already on track there, by the way. We only need 150,000 views. So that's the reach across the whole display network. If we have 150,000 views based on statistic data right now, we would make already $10,000 in revenue for Solana ID portal while paying much more than that money to our display partners that are part of the SDN. They get richer than we do because we share most of the revenue with the display partner. And having a portal that allows companies to spin up perk campaigns like Google Ads and Facebook Ads in an automated fashion will help us to fast track playing out those perks in the reach we have. So the portal solves the perk partner onboarding problem. And at the same time, we are sharply focused on expanding the reach of the SDN so we can reach these view numbers. Because if we have 740,000 views, which is not a lot, imagine we just need a few apps on Solana that have combined 740,000 monthly wallet logins, right, of unique users. That's already 50K per month in Solana ID revenue, plus whatever the fuck we pay to the display partners, which is more than double what we make, which is great because that's a net positive for everyone involved here. Users get perks, display partners make money by monetizing their traffic, which they didn't have without us. Perk partners make efficient marketing campaigns and can track their spend and can actually, for the first time on Solana and in crypto, make efficient marketing campaigns instead of just throwing money around and seeing what happens. And that leads to the fact that the money that investors put in companies is being used more efficiently. So we're helping everyone. We're helping everyone on Solana by getting rich ourselves from making revenue. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the key to entrepreneurship, by the way. Just solve enough problems of enough people, and you'll be happy. you'll get your share of it, right? Imagine we get 10 million monthly views in the Solana ID display network, in the Solana display network. 10 million monthly views. That would be $675,000 per month in protocol revenue. That would be $1.575 million per month in partner revenue for display partners. So a total campaign spend of $2.25 million. This is huge. 10 million monthly views. It's all it takes. You know how much traffic we have in the internet? Like as Solana is growing,
that's
we
nothing.
can have. It's nothing. Do you know how many users only one app on Solana has? The most frequented app on Solana, which is Phantom, actually. Phantom Wallet has between 10 and 20 million, if you take the average of 2025, unique monthly wallets, right? 10 to 20 million. And that's only Phantom. Is it
But is it only
unrealistic?
Solana or is it all chains?
Yeah,
You know
Solana.
that?
I don't know that.
Solana.
I think it's Solana. 50-50. I don't know. I did some research before, but I don't know. I haven't memorized. I can look it up. But it takes one big display partner for us to reach such levels. That's just one thing I want to say. Even if it takes half a year or 1 year for us to make such an integration happen, that's it, right? So that's also a little bit I'm talking about all that shit, which is a lot of back office B2B things that you as a consumer or a community member might not even know. But all that stuff explains also why some things take so long in a business like us, in a B2B business, because these deals are difficult. But imagine we get there, right? That would be huge. And to bring it all to an end, if Solana, powers Blockspace, Solid powers Perkspace. Why I like the sentence is because Solana is being used by all stakeholders of the Solana blockchain, right? It's being used by consumers, by users. We needed to pay our fees, and we also hold it because we think it's a good asset. It's being used by protocols because they needed to deploy programs, to spin up, to update smart contracts. They need it basically for everything they do, and obviously also for transactions if they have transactions involved in their own application. So they all need Solana, right? Every stakeholder. In our case, we will also have Solid embedded in all processes, right? Right now, Solid is basically the main asset that accrues value from the future buybacks that are part of all these numbers here. That is the main pitch of Solid. I want Solid to be the value accruing asset of the Solana ID success, right? And that alone is going to be huge. And we're going to do it in phases. We haven't talked about this in detail yet because I think it's too early. We haven't even started the buybacks, but there's going to be a growth phase where we are still early and the token price is still low, and we're going to use that moment to buy back Solid. But there's also going to be a maturity phase where I don't think buybacks are the best idea, and we're going to switch into a model that is more similar to dividends. Don't quote me on that, otherwise the SEC might be mad. But we're going to switch into a model that's more like revenue share and dividends, where our community makes money just from holding and staking Solid because they're getting some revenues back. In that maturity phase, we're also going to make sure that we hold enough revenue for ourselves to grow. Because if you invest in a growth stock like Apple or Tesla or some of these guys, which is, that's working, you don't really expect them to share their revenue. You want them to invest everything they make back into the business to grow even more, to make the stock worth more money, right, in the future. I think in crypto, we can create really interesting new ways of doing this just better. But it also means you can't give everything you make back to the token holders. You need to also make some money for your own company as long as you want to grow. If you enter the Coca-Cola phase, how I call it, which is basically, I don't give a shit, I don't want to grow anymore. I have my market. No one can kill me. If you reach that phase, then you can flip the switch into full rev share, right? Down the road. That's phase 3, right? Until then, I think we're going to do buybacks, we're going to do rev share, and then we're going to do Coca-Cola. But those are phases that we haven't even started yet, and I think that will move the needle a lot when it comes to Solid. And then additionally, obviously, we have some utilities, but I don't really double down on them because they're just nice to have. Solid is going to be valuable because of the success of Solana ID, period. To give a bit of perspective, and that's the last slide, peer comparables, right? I just put a few companies there that are also in the attention economy / identity sector. And you can see we have 60 million, 75 million, 77 million, 2 billion market caps. So
Can
the
you
lowest
zoom in a
60
little?
highest.
It's a bit
Yeah.
hard to read.
The
Yeah, that's better.
the highest is 2 billion with WorldCoin, and the lowest is Civic with 60 mil. The all-time highs were also pretty insane. These guys went all the way up to 500 or 600, always 600 mil. Then a billy for Vana and 2.8 billion for WorldCoin. If you don't know Vana, they're also doing a lot of data-related things, and they have some similar pitches than Solana ID has as well. That's why I put them in the same identity/attention economy bracket. Now, our market cap is below 5 mio. Okay, so we are extremely cheap compared to these guys. I'm not really bullish on Galaxy, but that's just my bias. Civic is a great company, but also the growth potential, I don't know. Vana, I really don't think they're worth a billy. WorldCoin, very interesting, not gonna lie, but also fucking expensive, right? So if you're looking for growth opportunities and if you're looking for high multiples in risk assets, I think this is a good catch. Without any financial advice, I personally think below 5 mil market cap with an all-time high at 70 mil, which is already quite a stretch, Solana is a good pick. These guys raised a shitload of money. They dropped also really drastically. Some of them just TGE'd, and again, they are backed by deep backs. While Solana ID has been a very fair launch, not a lot of sell pressure in the future from Unlocks Investing because it was a really fair community-centric private rounds we did. And we are at a very low valuation when we did our company launch, right? So people started to buy in early, and they are usually more deeper embedded in the whole ecosystem of that company because we let them in early, right? And you're part of that. If you're in this live stream right now, I'm pretty sure that some of you are part of that, and you're a testament, you're a proof of what I'm saying is true because you're here right now. You bought the token a year ago, almost, and you're still here, right? Because we gave you guys access to it early. We keep showing up, and I hope we're making clear that there's sort of opportunity in the market. And that's pretty much it. I need you to take a breather. Can I? Okay. What do you think?
Breathe.
Everything good?
Yes. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's
Awesome.
get to that 10 million views and make some money. Some bigger money.
That would be insane. Like, if we expand the reach, that is crazy. It takes time. It takes effort. It's not easy. But if anyone can do it right now, it's us. That is my statement. Awesome. People say, let's see some comments. GG, fires. You guys are crushing. Oh, hey, Step. How's it going, man? How are you? What's up, Zep in the house? I don't know if he's still here, but love you, bro. It's coming together nicely. I know, bro. I know. Ozom is happy as well. Give this man some water. Who, me?
Yeah, you, because you were yapping.
Ah, beautifully said, Simon. For real. Thanks, Trip. Appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. And Lissa Sillon also, I love the guy. Always bullish. Always bullish on his favorite projects. Big believer. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
And we have Paolo Perdigon here, who's I'm only here. I think he wants to say he's watching
On
from
YouTube.
YouTube and he feels lonely there.
Yeah. Damn. We need a bigger YouTube audience. Guys, if you're right now on the live stream, why don't you just head over to YouTube and type in Solana ID and just give us a subscribe. Just subscribe to the channel, guys. Why not? Because we want to grow our alternative social media accounts. Right, Pierre?
Yes, we want.
This is
We
the link,
want
guys.
that.
You can also, yeah, you can also try if that link works. It should bring you to this live stream on YouTube, and then you can follow the account as well. You can also watch on YouTube if you want. Anyway, what next?
I think that we have some news about PIP, how you call it, the perks that are in progress. What perks are in what progress, my friend?
What about the first one that we have here? We've been talking with them since a while, Pierre. But it's coming together. I only want to talk about one of the things we're doing with them, which is the card. Can you give some details around that? How much do you know actually?
Nothing.
Okay, guys. So you see who's doing the BD work in this company. It's mainly Benny and a little bit of me, and not a lot of Pierre because this guy has other shit to do. But we're talking with Soulflare since a while, and Soulflare is gonna give a perk to the Solana community. And guys, it's actually pretty crazy. All I can say is, if you've signed up already to the Soulflare card, might be problematic because if you're gonna do it through Solana ID perk campaign, you're gonna have some extra juice. You're gonna have some extra benefits. If you haven't signed up to the Soulflare card yet, don't do it. Wait for us to launch our campaign. Wait for Solana ID to launch the Soulflare card campaign because it's gonna add on to the already big incentive that Soulflare is giving for new card signups. So for people who don't know, Soulflare, the Solana wallet, is launching a card. It's a debit card. You can use that to pay directly with your Soulflare wallet in the real world to buy yourself a shisha. Now, that card is not live yet. There's a wait list. There's a $100,000 prize pool that will be ruffled between everyone who KYCs for the card. There will be an additional prize pool of X amount of money for everyone that signs up through Solana ID per campaign. If you already subscribed and signed up to the Soulflare card, don't worry about it. Just steal the passport of your best friend or girlfriend or boyfriend and sign up again after Solana ID per campaign is live. Trust me. That's all I want to say. The campaign shall be live in the next 2 weeks.
I hope nobody from Soulflare is watching the stream right now.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, the bottom line is they're going to win from this campaign, right? Of course, I'm telling everyone right now to not sign up, but only to sign up with Solana ID later. And we're going to create a bunch of new signups for them that they wouldn't get without us. So it's going to be a bottom line win for Soulflare for sure. Who's next on the PIP section, Pierre?
We have Flash Trade.
Flash Trade.
And you know what, Simon?
Yeah.
Our friend Paolo here, he's not alone anymore because our other friend Hector Castillo, he came to YouTube and he has some company now, our friend.
Oh, look at
Paolo.
Basil.
Hector Castillo are now together
guys,
with Basil.
Join our friends on YouTube, guys. Show some love to the YouTube Solidian army. This is the link.
Yeah,
it's
there
in
are
the comment
6
section.
now.
Yep, it's in the comment section, guys.
6x.
Let's go. Okay, Flash Trade. Flash Trade is a perp DEX on Solana with very interesting mechanics to it. And good news is that if you use Solana ID very soon, you'll be able to experience Flash Trade even better. Okay, I can already tell you, you're going to get a boost in the point system. That's what I can say. And
Nice.
That's actually pretty cool because their points translate directly into revenue share and shit like that. So it's actually the perk is going to be pretty valuable compared to how else you would get that boost, because I think it's almost impossible to get the boost without our campaign. If I'm correctly informed. So it's going to be really good points boost, similar to what we did with Adrena, which is another interesting perp dex on Solana. Now, last but not least, another name I want to drop here in the PIP section is our friends from Cast. Cast is a crypto card on Solana. You can spend your money with Cast. And obviously, we're not picking favorites here. We will do campaigns with everyone who wants to do campaigns with us. That includes Cast as well. And Cast is gonna do something interesting with us where you will be able to get your hands on, how do I put it, on a product of theirs that usually costs money. And we're working on it. It's the PIP section, guys, right? Perks in progress, all right? Perks in progress. When I talk about the PIP section, the perks in progress, I'm only sharing progress updates. Nothing is set in stone, okay? So don't take this as promises. I'm just updating you on the progress of these perks. Maybe things change. Maybe Mighty says, "Fuck Simon, I don't want to work with them," and he will tell Anas to not do a campaign with us, and then we won't have flash trade, right? So things can change, but luckily, Mighty loves me and I love him. That means we're probably going to work with flash trade. Shout out to you, brother. But again, the perks and progress section is nothing that is. We haven't sealed the deals yet, but we're making progress with these beautiful companies on Solana, which include Software, Flash Trade, Cast. Really looking forward to see what we can cook with them, and these perks might be coming in the next couple of weeks already. Very soon, very soon. Last but not least, actually, I'm going to skip that section because I think we covered this already last week. We might do it again next week. Mighty, never love you, brother. Okay, bro. I hear you. I love you too. Thanks for showing up to the Solid Talk, bro. I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in here. Thanks for being one of the 6,689 people that are right now in my StreamYard view number here. Pierre.
Yeah.
What's the last topic we should be up about today? Or should we actually, let's do the NFT. It's a good moment to do the NFT, and then we'll do the last topic.
I'm prepared. Give me 2 seconds, but I'm there. I mean, I have the NFT. We can show the NFT already. I'm just talking about the ZD thingy.
How does it look like? Today's Solid Talk participation NFT looks like this.
It looks like that.
Wow. Here we go.
Wow.
The Solidin hero is really muscular. I didn't know that. So this is awesome. This is the participation NFT from today's live stream, guys. It can be part of your collection. It can be part of your huge Solana ID participation NFT collection. And how do you get your hands on this beautiful artwork?
What do you think is the name this time?
The name this time, I have no idea.
Guess.
What is it? Solid.
No. You want to try
What
again,
is it?
or you give up?
I have no idea, bro.
Okay, it's Wing Shield. Wing Shield.
The name of the artwork.
Yeah.
I have no. Okay, what is a wing shield?
It's a shield with his wings. As you can see, his wings are.
Yeah.
And he's with the wings.
True. Now I get it as well. Nice. The new NFT is a fighter.
It's the wing shield. Yes.
All right, let's go. What do we do to get this?
I need to add a link here first, and then we can claim. Okay.
All right.
So let me check if everything works. Publish that. And then you can tell me now.
Here is
it works for you.
Here's what we always do in these live streams, guys. We will help you to get a unique NFT from participating in the live stream. And all you have to do to get it is what, Pierre? Walk us through it.
Yes. So you have to claim the NFT by scanning the QR code, or you go to talk.solana.id, or you go to zili.io, if I'm not mistaken, and you search for Solana ID if you're not yet part of the quest board. You join the quest board, and then there is a quest that is called Solid Talk, hashtag 59 proof of attendance, and all you need is a secret code, which is this one here today. Let me just add that on the screen. Perkspace. And then we have another part that is in the quest, which is just typing in your favorite Solana wallet that you want to use to get the NFT shipped. And the last but most fun and most important part for me is please engage with the post that I have just posted right before I launched the quest. And that's it. That's all you have to
Nice.
do. Not that much.
Alrighty, right on. Well, I did it. I did it, bro.
And it worked. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfecto.
Claim time, says Sarah. It
Super.
worked really well. Diamond hands. Ooh. I'm really looking forward to upgrading our diamond hand badge. To capture more airdrops than our own airdrop. We already have it figured out.
1000 Us said, how many diamond hands are there? Simon, you know the number?
It's like 5-6K.
No, I think it's something between 4 and 5.
Excuse me for your accuracy.
No, I thought like you know the actual number because I don't know, but I know it's something between 4 and 5K.
Where's my?
I can check.
I think I lost my Google Chrome.
That is not good. How did you lose? How did you lose your Google Chrome?
I don't know.
How does anyone lose his Google Chrome? How are you
I
even
don't
in
know.
the stream if you lost
No,
your
I
Google
mean-
Chrome?
I have an extra tab for extra Chrome window for the stream.
Ah, okay. I see. Wait, I think I have it. Diamond hands 4,531. So something between 4 and 5.
Hmm.
That's the actual number, Mr.
How many
Oos.
exactly?
4,531.
Ah, okay. Alrighty, mighty. Cool. Okay, so this was the participation NFT, guys. I hope you got your hands on it. And last but not least, I have one more thing I wanted to run by everyone, which is the Solana ID karma system. Now, we've been live in the Karma Hub since quite some time, haven't we?
Yeah,
I think
since
season
April,
one-
I think. End of April.
Yes, season 1 started April, and people are definitely stacking some karma. I'm place 42 on the leaderboard, and all you have to do is use Solana ID. So if you have a Solana ID account with us and you own your ID, you have various ways to stack karma. You can add various wallets that will help you to get more karma every single day. You can add some credentials from off-chain data vault, and you can also stake some solid, and you can refer people, and you can also hold priority pass or solid talk NFTs because they're also being taken into consideration. They're giving you a boost. All this happens in the Karma leaderboard. If you want to learn more about it, then definitely go to app.solana already, mint your Solana ID, or log into your account and check where you're at. But season 1 is coming to an end, Pierre, and it will happen this year. That is clear. That is for sure. It might happen sooner than later. We won't give you an exact timeline, but it's Q4 2026. It's Q4 2025. This is when we wanted to fade out season 1, and we're going to fade out season 1 as well. It's going to happen. The question is, is there going to be another Karma season? And the answer is yes, sir. We're going to have some new ideas for a new Karma season. So it's there might be some new mechanics part of the Karma season 2 that will help you to just collect some additional karma. And Karma season 1 will give incentives to users that participated in it. So that is pretty clear. I think everyone's expecting that. You can obviously stack more karma in season 2 if you stake all the solid you have and all the solid you get into Karma season 2, but that's up to everyone's own discretion. What I would like to do is I I just want to make a quick shout out, not shout out, but I want to open the topic for the community. We don't need to discuss this here now, but I want everyone to feel able to chip in here because I'm still thinking about the best way to end Karma Season 1. I'm interested in best practices from the ecosystem. What have you seen in other projects, in other products? Because what's pretty obvious is that season is ending. There's going to be snapshot, and then leaderboard based and karma points based. There will be token incentives, right? That's clear. The question is, how can we make this as fair as possible for both project, future token holders, and karma participants, right? Like, if we only do it for karma season 1 participants, then the goal is obviously to give them as much money as possible, right? That's great. Now the next stakeholder is long-term token holders. For them, it would be best to not give any tokens to karma season 1 participants because that means usually sell pressure, right? So they have basically the opposite interest. And then we have, basically these two groups really, right? Essentially, we have long-term token holders, which includes the Solana ID team, Solana ID as a company, and so on. And we have season 1 participants. And there's literally a black and white difference in the incentives, or in the best decision to make for both, right? So how can we optimize this? I guess the answer lies somewhere in the middle. But I'm open for suggestions, right? Because what's definitely going to happen is there's going to be an end, there's going to be snapshot soon, and there's going to be distribution of rewards to karma participants. Now, is there a way to do this better than others? Is there best practices in the ecosystem somehow? We have some thoughts. Obviously, we have our own thoughts and our own plans to execute this. But I just want to make sure that the community knows and everyone in here knows that we are listening. And if you have ideas on how to optimize the whole points program, then we will listen and take it into consideration and might even change plans. So, yeah. Is that accurate, Per? Anything to add on there?
No, that's pretty accurate. Do you want to also touch the topic regarding the distribution? Like we talked about.
Yeah, it's an idea. It's an idea.
Meta,
It's an idea. This is just an idea. Like, because for example, look at like CG says he suggests just do a vesting of the rewards, right? That means that's kind of the way most airdrops from point systems happened or worked this year. Was like this, right? You have a claim page, you log in with your wallet, you see your allocation. We're now waiting for the Meteora airdrop. It's going to happen on the 23rd of October. In their case, obviously, it's a bit different because they're just launching the token as well. These people basically are going to go to the Meteora claim page. They log in, they're going to claim the Meteora, and then you have the tokens, and in Meteora's case, you can immediately decide also to put them into a liquidity pool instead of taking the token incentives out. Other protocols, the token vesting, as CG says, you keep if you Camino, actually Camino's not doing vesting, Camino's doing, you take your tokens out, you can directly stake them again, which makes sense in my opinion as well, for the next Camino season. All that stuff though has one problem. And that one problem is, and I think everyone here agrees with me, is that this style of distributing airdrops sucks ass compared to what we did 1-2 years ago, which was you get rewards, awesome. Just open your fucking wallet, and there you are. There are the rewards. We did airdrops. Back in the day, we did airdrops. Basically a drop from the air in your wallet, right? What we're doing right now is not airdrops anymore. It is token incentives on a claim page. Yeah. It's claim drops. So are claim drops the best thing? Because I actually think, I need to look at the data, but I think some of the actual airdrops had better effect on the token price than the claim drops we're doing now. Why is that? Obviously, it's a different moment in time as well, but I definitely recall one article of these back then when airdrops were literally airdrops in your wallet, and token performance of protocols that airdrop more value than projects that drop lower value. The ones with more value had a better price impact, more upside than the ones that drop lower value, which is contradictory because you think, okay, if they drop more tokens to users, more selling pressure. But somehow it's not the truth. The data showed different. Interesting. I think it's a lot about branding and positive mindshare around your project. So the reason for doing an airdrop and not a claim drop would be that if we want to hop on that train, if we want to set an example, if we want to be better, then we would just airdrop your rewards in your wallet. Obviously, we'll do an announcement. We'll inform everyone. We talk about it with everyone. You can stake your tokens after to get your Karma Season 2 rewards. We can do some fun things around that. But the question is, should we just airdrop them and then have a lot of positive attention on Solana ID on Twitter because of that fact that we dropped the tokens, right? So that's an idea we have. That is, I think, plan A right now would be to do the traditional claiming, staking, and so on. But recently, I've been thinking more about this plan B and giving this more thought. So let's see. I would give up my Karma for a tier upgrade, or let's say transform of the tier. Interesting point. I think we have some ideas around that regarding what we do with the data, like if you hold on to it and so on. Claim it. Maybe that's also, claim your souls is the count. Claim it. Okay, that makes sense. You might be biased. Could you drop staked solid? I have to digest this question. Staked solid is not a liquid asset right now. It is just solid tokens in a staking contract. Staked solid wouldn't have any. We don't need a liquid staking token for solid, right? Like we're not a validator ecosystem. So that's a bit tricky, Foodle. I think it's interesting what you're saying. You maybe mean something different, but I'm getting ideas from your sentence, but still might be difficult. Airdrop with a chance to premium stake. So basically airdrop with a chance to premium stake. What does that mean? Do you understand it?
An airdrop with a chance to premium stake. No. I really don't know what that means.
Hector, my friend, explain yourself. I have some ideas, but it's nothing that is precise. Yanis, yeah, it's okay. It's almost as much as I have. So that should be good.
Flex.
Yeah, almost, Yanis, almost there.
Flex.
Yeah, but yeah, that's Karma Season 1 coming to an end. We're thinking about Karma Season 2. We're thinking about the claim versus drop and so on. So yeah, Q4 is going to happen. So use the last final sprint. We will also announce the exact date of the closing of the Karma season. So you will still have a week or so of time between the announcement of the date and the actual closing. Yeah, I think from a greedy point of view, I'd rather claim, but with a slow release, as I would like to time this cycle. I'd rather claim, but with a slow release. Okay. May I convert Karma and Solid by the end of Season 1? That is technically what happens, Victor, yeah. That is technically what happens, but yeah, so the Karma season closes, your points will reset to 0, and you will get rewards in Solid for your Karma participation. The details TBD, but that is how it works. Create a chance to stake the airdrop with a premium upgrade idea. So basically, okay, you get the airdrop, you stake it, and you get some premium. What's the premium upgrade? I guess, yeah, technically that's what happens, right, Hector? Like if you get your stake, if you get your airdrop and you stake it, you will have benefits in Karma Season 2, right? If premium upgrade in your world right now means a Solana ID product related upgrade, that's a different story, right? We can think about that, but there will be most likely something around diamond hands badge and so on. So there will be something how we will make it work. The staked solid token like S Cloud or Kairos. Yeah, but Foodle, these guys are all they are all, like they are restaking protocols, you know. They can do other things with their tokens than we could. I need to think about it a little bit, but we don't have a way to create a yield like they do because we're not running. I mean, we do run a validator, but we have solid sol, right? But our own token, I need to think about it. Wait, there's an airdrop with Solana ID. If you're new here, RVN, then welcome. But yeah, I mean, we did our first airdrop in January until April for people that participated in the pre-product priority pass campaigns in 2024 and so on. And then now we kicked off the Karma season, which is our points program basically for being an active Solana ID user. And these people will get rewards. Do we have a ratio points to solid? Yes, but not announced yet, not public. Give us some time, CG, for giving that info out. Okay, Pierre, let's wrap it up. Even though I get some good ideas here. Guys, you can drop these ideas in Telegram and Discord and so on, or you drop by next week when it's time for another solid talk. But for today, let's call it a day. We've been live streaming for 1 hour, 20 minutes, and it has been grand, as always. Make sure that you are part of Solid Talk number 60 because it's a round one. So show up next week, 3 p.m. UTC at our YouTube channel or on Twitter as well, where we're going to live stream Solid Talk number 60. Make sure to pull up for more news and insights to Solana Protocol. Until then, make sure to subscribe on YouTube because we want some more YouTube followers. We're also running an Instagram account. You can follow us on Instagram. And if you're not following Solana on X yet, well, then I'm bearish on whatever the fuck you're doing. Or click the button, follow us on X, and I'm going to turn bullish again. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of these wonderful live streams. We're going to tune out. Pierre needs some sleep, and I need to give my throat a break because it's burning right now because I've been yapping for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Drink some tea.
Break. Yeah, I have, but it's already depleted. So, it's gone. Thanks, guys.
Good.
I'll see you next
night,
one.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Or good day, wherever you are. See